What's up, guys? Welcome back to Horsepower Obsessed. Today we are heading up to blackout tinting because that's where the C8 Corvette is, and we have some special mods coming for you, so stay tuned. All right, guys, just a quick glimpse. That's what's going up to blackout tinting. We're heading up there now. We have a bunch of mods planned for the C8 Corvette, but today we're going to install these. If you guys don't know what these are, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to install them and why these ones are different from the factory ones. So let's jump in the truck, head up to blackout tinting, and start into this process. But there is one more stop we have to make, and that is to go vote. Now, this video is probably going to find you guys a couple days after today, which is the last day, only day to vote. And yeah, so I can't really tell you to get out there and do it because by the time you see this, it's already going to be passed. But I am doing my part. I'm going to hit up the local office here where I can cast my vote. So that will be the next thing we do. Then we will catch you up at blackout tinting. But before we do, check that out, guys. Right on the road I live on, something's happening. Don't know what, but something's going on there for sure. All right, guys, we are here at blackout tinting, and they are already working on the C8. They're doing something very special to get prepared for this road trip that we're about to take.
Road trip?
Road trip.
Hey, he's here!
So we got to get the windshield protection, just like you guys saw in the Black Zr1 video. It's the same kind of thing, but the difference here is I'm going to be behind this crazy guy, and he has his brand new Porsche GT4, which has Sport Cup 2 tires on it, and those like to kick up a massive amount of rocks. So yeah, it's kind of his fault. So he's installing this. You guys already saw the majority of the installation on the ZR1, so I'm not going to get real in depth here, but just a little bit of an overview. See how Josh does his magic. Like I said, guys, this is really just to protect it for this upcoming road trip, which I haven't talked to you guys about yet. I'm going on a crazy road trip with these crazy weirdos at blackout tinting. I'm taking the C8. We're going all the way to Miami and then to Keys West. So one of the biggest questions I know I'm going to get from you guys is why? Why are you doing that? Well, Josh has the answer, and there's really not one. We're doing it because.
Well, there is a reason. I have a Miami blue Porsche. I don't have a picture of it in Miami.
So like I said, guys, there really isn't a reason. But at the end of the day, we're gonna get some awesome footage. It is like 50 degrees here in PA, so we're gonna head down to a place where it is like 90 degrees. I think that's a good reason. So let's lead with that. We're gonna get a lot of awesome footage courtesy of this guy right here. That is Blackout Tinting's YouTube channel runner, John. You never see him on the channel because he's always behind the camera. But he is gonna get some awesome footage of this car, of Josh's Porsche, and whatever secret car that they're also taking, which apparently we're not allowed to know just yet. So yeah, we're doing it because the weather's nicer and we're gonna get some cool pictures of the cars. Sure. Anyway, let's see what he's doing up here on the windshield, getting this thing ready for said trip. Did you see the new plate, Josh?
Yeah, I did. You get a brand new plate?
I had one. It says Vet Z now, but this one is much cooler. Yes! Yes! I don't know where Good God. I'm stealing my own car. All right, guys, so this is a first for the channel, too. This is the new plate for the Black Zr1. What do you guys think?
Very freaking cool.
Yeah.
That was available?
It was. How about that?
There's no
right?
person that has those initials?
Apparently not. Anyway, that's going on the ZR1. I haven't gotten one for the C8 yet. I'm still trying to think of one. So if you guys have a good suggestion for the C8 in PA, leave them in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. What vanity plate should it get? So we are still here at blackout tinting, a little bit after hours. Josh is still working on the Clearplex on the C8 for the road trip. He will finish that up tomorrow. Like I said, I don't want to get a whole lot into that because I already kind of covered a lot of that with the C7 ZR1. You guys already have a pretty good idea of what that is. I like to call it basically XPEL for your windshield because it helps protect the windshield from rock chips and scratches, and just like XPEL does for the paint of the car. Now, what we're doing today though is this. So these are actually hydro dipped parts for the C8 Corvette, and as you can see, I mean, they are absolute perfection. It is hydro dipped to look like carbon fiber. Those are obviously going to replace the carbon flash ones I have right there. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are going to say to that, and that is, well, wait a second. You don't have anything else carbon fiber on the car. You're right. And that's why I'm probably not going to keep these on the car, but they are incredible quality, and I feel like not showing you guys how awesome this looks and how easy these are to change out would be a mistake. Now, the biggest reason that's a mistake is because the same guy sent me these as sent me the engine cover. And if you remember, that was Pat from American Hydrocarbon. He has been awesome to work with, and he has some of the best freaking quality parts I've seen for the C8 yet. So that right there is the other one. It is obviously a custom red painted engine cover for the C8 Corvette with the rails painted carbon flash, and then the Corvette lettering painted torch red as well. And also the C8 logo there, hand painted in. Totally gives the car a much more custom look, and especially under the lighting of the engine appearance package, it looks fantastic, because the stock one is just kind of gray and kind of muted. It doesn't really pop the way this one does, especially since this thing is not clear coated, so it kind of resembles the XPEL stealth wrap that I have on the C8 Corvette as well. Everything matches really nicely, and like I said, guys, Pat over at American Hydrocarbon has been awesome to work with. He sends you these parts, you put them on because they look awesome, and I want you guys to know, for any of you out there who have the carbon fiber ground effects, this would be the next step. I mean, that is absolute perfection. Under the lights here at Blackout Tinting, it literally brings out all of the defects of anything. And I'm looking at these even under the LED lighting, and they are absolutely perfect. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and install these things. There's not a lot to it. It's 3 7mm bolts and then some clips. But I want you guys to see what this is gonna look like on the car versus sitting on the hood. So laying on the ground, looking up under here, you guys can see there is 1, 2, and 3 kind of U-nuts that are facing towards us. So the bolt head is actually behind. Now, like I said, that's a 7mm bolt, and we can go in there with a ratchet, get behind there, and take them out. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop all 3 of those off, and then the rest of this is actually held on with clips, and you're just gonna grab it and yank it off. So let's get to it. So that is one out. You can see right there, that is a 7mm head bolt. Not too long, pretty easy. And that's the second one out. Now we're gonna work on the third and final one right here. And there's 3. So for those of you looking at these radiators saying, oh my God, those are beat up. Yes, they are. And I actually have something coming very soon that's gonna help you keep yours really nice if you have a C8 Corvette. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That is happening before we leave for the trip to Miami. So definitely keep an eye on the channel if you're interested in making sure your radiators do not look like this or get a bunch of bugs in them. So with these 3 screws out, the next step is just to kind of pop the little plastic clips free. For those, we can just grab and pull, and these will come off. Just be careful, because this is pretty thin plastic. So there it is, completely removed. So we got the passenger side grille cover off, and this is the difference right here. So carbon flash, that's the stock one, right next to the hydro dipped carbon fiber one from American Hydrocarbon. The same, like I said, the same guy that sent me that beautiful piece is making these, and like I said, these are absolutely perfect. Even though I don't have any carbon fiber on the car, I don't really know how well that's gonna kind of jive with everything else, but I don't know. It looks really nice. It kind of seems like I might want some carbon fiber after that. Reassembly is gonna be basically the opposite of disassembly. We just have those 3 speed nuts there. We're gonna take off there, slip onto here, and then just bolt it back on. So let's get to it. So to get these off, you really just kind of have to pry them a little bit, but they'll slide right off. So just like that. So on the new one, we'll just go ahead and slide these on, same way we slid them off the other one. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. So the new piece, we're basically just gonna snap into place and then bolt it on. So we'll just line it up like this and push it into place, just like that. And then the same with this extra little section over here. Just another little hole you just snap in, and just like that, it is done. So Lastly, we'll just put in these 3 bolts. I'm not going to show you that part because it's the opposite of what we just did, but it's looking pretty good. All right, so we got the driver's side still very stockish, still carbon flash, and the passenger side is done with the hydro dipped carbon fiber look. Yeah, check that out. So like I said, guys, this makes a lot more sense if you have the 5VM exposed carbon fiber front lip and side skirts for the car, or the stock carbon fiber mirror caps. It would make a lot more sense in that situation. I don't know if I'm going to keep these installed, but they are very high quality. I'm very impressed with how he did these. Now, you guys know how I feel about the engine cover. Obviously, Pat at American Hydrocarbon did that as well. And yeah, he obviously knows what he's doing. So I don't have any questions of quality here. It's just, I don't know how well this is going to match up with what I'm doing on the car. Everything else is carbon flash. And for me, I don't have any carbon fiber for that to fit in with. So yeah, I mean, the installation is so easy, it doesn't really matter a lot. I'm just gonna probably pop that off and put my carbon flash one back on. But if you guys are interested in something like this, definitely hit up Pat. I'll put all of his information down in the description below. So if you're interested, send him a message and let him know Horsepower Obsessed sent you. One more look at that though. I mean, it's almost impossible to tell that that's not real carbon fiber. It is really, really well done. Big thumbs up to Pat over American Hydrocarbon. That thing looks absolutely phenomenal. That's going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw, give me a big thumbs up. Definitely head over to American Hydrocarbon and check out some of the parts that Pat has for the C8 Corvette. He does have some for the C7 as well. So hit him up if you're interested in any kind of hydro dipping or yeah, just making your car look custom. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. I'm gonna have loads of C8 and C7 Corvette content coming you are not gonna wanna miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.